Well, just turned into church really quickly. Hi, I'm Joe Nardoni from Columbus Airports. Welcome to CMH Next. Good morning and thank you all for being here today as we officially begin construction on the new terminal at John Glenn Columbus International Airport. Thank you. In the words of the late Senator John Glenn, we are more fulfilled when we are involved in something bigger than ourselves. Today, we gather to celebrate Senator Glenn's legacy. Thank you to our partners who have been so important to the vision of our new terminal. First, our elected officials. We have Governor DeWine on stage. We have our Central Ohio Congressional delegation, Congressman Balderson, Congressman Carey, and Congresswoman Beatty. In Congresswoman Beatty's absence, I'd like to introduce her Deputy Chief of Staff and Deputy Director, Terry Efaduba. Are you here, Terry? Maybe she's not here. Okay. We are very grateful to Congresswoman Beatty. She couldn't be here today, but we're indebted to her for her advocacy of Columbus Airports. We are joined also, we're thrilled to have Congresswoman Sykes from Ohio's 13th Congressional District, who is a member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Thank you for being here. Thanks to our Ohio legislators. Senator Reynolds is here. Thank you for being here. Thanks to Mayor Andrew Ginther and the Columbus City Council. Thanks to our Franklin County Commission President Kevin Boyce and Commissioners O'Grady and Crowley. And to all other local elected leaders, can you all stand, please, to be recognized? Columbus Airports is led by an extraordinary board of directors. Our board works tirelessly to challenge us and lead us to be one of the best airport systems in the country. We are so lucky in Columbus. We would not be here today without their visionary leadership, courage, stamina, and strength. So I'm going to go through our board members. Board Chair Elizabeth Kessler, who is on stage. Jordan Miller, Dr. Frederick Bertley, Corrine Berger, Paul Chodak, Mo Dion, Ramon Jones, Kenny McDonald, and Karen Morrison. So thank you for recognizing them. We also have some former board members in attendance, including Joseph Aludo, William Heifner, Jack Kessler, Kathy Rancier, and Susan Tomaski. Thank you all for your leadership. I want to take a moment to thank our airport employees. This is really important to us. Their hard work and dedication has been critical in bringing this once-in-a-generation project to life. Many of them are here with us today, proudly wearing CMH badges, you'll see them, or CMH Next jackets. Please join me in congratulating them for all of their hard work to get us to this important milestone. Thank you. We love them. Thank you to our partners at the FAA. Our Airport District Manager, John Mayfield, is here. Our Air Traffic Control Tower Leader, Stephanie Malady. The TSA, our Federal Security Director, Don Barker, is also here. Customs and Border Protection, our Port Director, Timothy Borden, and a dear friend of mine, Annie Rousseau, with Airports Council International, who has been an incredible advocate for airports across the U.S., and especially Columbus. Annie, thank you. Last but not least, our airline partners. They are the heartbeat of CMH. We would not be building a new terminal without their support and tireless work to get us to this point. We are joined by airline leaders, including Adam DeCare on the stage, and Kenneth Gregg from Southwest Airlines. Adam and Kenneth are from Southwest Airlines. Derek Denny from Delta Airlines, and Alicia Mosby Bobo from United Airlines. Thank you to our airline partners. Today, the future of commercial air travel is taking off. It is appropriate to look back at the path that has brought us here. When our new terminal opens in 2029, it will mark 100 years since air travel began in Columbus. The city's first flight, with Amelia Earhart and 18 other passengers, took off on July 8, 1929. That flight was the first step toward Port Columbus serving 11,000 travelers in 1929. We are proud of our history. Our history has included trailblazers like Jerry Mock and the Tuskegee Airmen. The existing terminal opened in 1958, and after nearly 70 years, this terminal has exceeded its expected lifespan. The vision for our new terminal has been years in the making, thoughtfully planned to respond to our city's emergence as the fastest growing city in the Midwest. This growth demanded a terminal designed to meet the region's future needs and serve generations to come. When passengers arrive here in 2029, they will experience a first-class terminal. It will accommodate 13 million passengers, annual passengers, I should say, and feature a central marketplace, 36 modern gates, a new parking garage, a pedestrian bridge, and a centralized security checkpoint, all focusing on the customer experience. A special thank you to Gensler and Moody Nolan for their visionary design of this terminal, and to Hensel Phelps, Elford Construction, and CK Construction for bringing this project to life. We have partnered with the best to deliver the best. Thank you for the many construction workers out there committed to delivering on this terminal. This state-of-the-art terminal reflects the vibrancy and growth of Columbus, serving as our gateway to the world. As we look forward to the future, this new terminal will symbolize the start of it all, knowing that the sky is the limit for our progress. Thank you. Next, it is my honor to introduce my boss, Elizabeth Kessler, Chair of the Columbus Regional Airport Authority Board of Directors. During my time with Columbus Airports, I've had the privilege of working under three incredibly dedicated board chairs. Chair Tomasky, Chair Heifner, and now Chair Kessler. If you know Chair Kessler, you know one thing about her. She is all business. She is deeply supportive of our airports, and she is a steadfast champion of our team. It is my honor to introduce my chair, Madam Chair, Elizabeth Kessler.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today for this momentous occasion as we break ground for our new terminal at John Glenn Columbus International Airport. This project, a 1 million square foot facility that represents a $2 billion investment in our community, has been years in the making. It's been an honor to work alongside my fellow members of the board of directors, and I especially appreciate Joe recognizing our former board members, including our chairs, that were instrumental in getting us here today. They all have dedicated so much to the success of our airport system. And a little point of personal privilege, I'd like to especially recognize my father, Jack Kessler, who was key in our renaming of the airport after the late Senator John Glenn. Together, our board has supported the airport's leadership team and all of our dedicated employees whose committed work has brought us to this moment today. As the chair of the board of directors, I have had a front row seat to watch the vision for this new terminal come to life. We are extraordinarily lucky to have our CEO, Joe Nardone, leading this organization and this exceptional project. His dedication and vision were critical in getting us here today. We are thankful to have his strong leadership taking us forward as this historic project gets underway. I truly believe this project would not have come to life without him. Thank you, Joe. Today, when we all drove in, we could see a wide expanse of empty land. Over the next 4 years, we can all watch together as this new terminal rises. The things we love about our current airport will not be changing, from the ease of getting in and out of the facility to convenient and plentiful parking, but it'll be all within an elevated design space. Our new terminal is just going to offer even more to love about arriving here to catch a flight. More amenities, a modern design, and an attention to aesthetics and sustainability. This new terminal will make flying to and from Columbus a first-class experience. Most importantly, it will allow us to scale up to serve the demands of our vibrant and growing Central Ohio population. We are one of the most successful cities, with businesses and individuals choosing to come to the Columbus region as their home. We are located within a day's drive or a 1-hour flight of more than 60% of the United States population. And this airport is situated to support that growth now. Our new terminal will allow residents to get to more destinations quickly and easily. Our design is also scalable, so our airport has capacity to add flights and destinations, growing right alongside our region's population. Columbus's position as a vital connection point is only going to increase in the future. A project of this magnitude is an opportunity to lift up our entire community as it's constructed. We are incredibly proud of the talented workers that will build this legacy project. That team includes a skilled union workforce. Additionally, to date, over 26.4% of the construction work will be done by underrepresented businesses, including small, local, minority, woman, and veteran-owned businesses. When our terminal is complete, we will not only have a state-of-the-art facility, but a community full of entrepreneurs and small businesses with more experience and expertise to take on bigger projects, with the resources to hire more employees, and with growth trajectories that reflect the prosperity we all envision for Columbus. I want to take a moment to especially thank Stephanie Hightower and the Columbus Urban League for their unwavering support in helping us turn our commitment into meaningful action. As we take the first shovels of dirt today, I am already imagining 2029 and that future day when we all gather together to welcome the first passengers. This will be an airport our city deserves and one that will deliver a first-class air travel experience for decades to come. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce someone who is quite familiar with our current terminal because he has spent much of his career flying back and forth to Washington, D.C., representing all Ohioans in the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. We appreciate his longtime support of the Airport Authority, including our one-time strategic community investment funding that he and the state legislature announced earlier this year. Please join me in welcoming our Ohio Governor, Mike DeWine.
Chair Kessler, thank you very much. Thank you for your great leadership and the rest of the board's leadership. Wow, what a crowd. I just want to thank all of you who make things happen every single day at John Glenn Airport. As someone who has flown in and out of here hundreds and hundreds of times, it's a great airport, and we just appreciate everything that you do to make the trips back and forth wherever we're going. Good trips. John Glenn Airport, named after, of course, the first American to orbit the Earth, John Glenn. It was my privilege to serve with John Glenn in the United States Senate. And I think if he was here today, he would be particularly happy about this vision for the future. As we break ground today, this is really about our investment in the future. And what we're saying as Ohioans is that we think we have a great future ahead. An airport like this is so vitally important. The most modern airport that can be imagined is what you're going to be seeing in the next few years. When someone comes to Ohio, comes into Columbus by air, this is the first thing they see. The people who greet them, who work at the airport, are the first Ohioans that can make an impression on them. That's why this is kind of the front porch to Ohio is so very, very important. And after this work is done, I think people are going to be very excited when they land here. We're going to signal to them how welcoming we are as a state and what a great state this is. I know that as we work to get companies to come to Ohio, that one of the things they always talk about is what's the air connection? Are we going to be able to get the flights out that we need? Are they going to be direct flights? And on and on. And so what we are doing here today, what we're starting to do today, is not only about improving the quality of life of all Ohioans who fly out of here and who fly in here, but it also is so very important to our economic future in the state. This will be absolutely the most state-of-the-art, world-class airport that can be envisioned. And so we as Ohioans are thinking big about this. This airport is a sign of our optimism for the future. It's a sign of our faith in the growth of Ohio in the future. And, you know, I found that when you want to talk about leadership, and I'll go back to the board and their vision, and the vision that we have here in Columbus and Ohio, we are thinking big with this airport. And I can't wait to see it continue to grow, and look forward to being back here. I'll be out of office then, but I look forward to being back here for the grand opening in a few years. Thank you very much.
I'm back. So it's my pleasure to introduce Congressman Troy Balderson. Elected in 2018, he's been a long-standing friend to the airport, the greater Columbus region, and to our airport team. We're especially grateful for his past leadership on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee and his ongoing support for this project and air travel. Troy has been critical to aviation policy in Washington and Ohio, and a tremendous friend to all of us. Congressman Balderson.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Joe, for that nice introduction. Really appreciate it. It's good to see everyone. Joe, I apologize. I'm not in a tie, and I'm not in a sport coat. When the BMW shop calls you on Friday afternoon while you're in Washington, D.C., and says, hey, Troy, the Beamer's ready to be picked up, which is located in the 12th Congressional District, and it's December, and it's going to be 52 degrees outside, I'm going to go pick my motorcycle up this afternoon. So I apologize for the attire. But again, good morning, everyone. And it's truly an honor to be here today to celebrate the beginning of a very exciting new chapter to John Glenn International Airport. It's exciting for Mike. Amelia's here today, and Joyce. We do this on a weekly basis, and it represents a lot for us, but it also represents the opportunities and the bright future that we have here in Central Ohio. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize Joe, Elizabeth, and Kristen for all your great work and the whole team at the Columbus Regional Airport Authority. Working with all of you in my 6 years as I have had the honor of serving in Congress has been very gracious, and I look forward to many more years of that. Projects of this magnitude require not only expertise and determination, but also shared belief in what's possible. We are here today because of hard work and commitment from Central Ohio. Central Ohio continues to grow in remarkable ways, fueled by world-class workers, cutting-edge innovation, and a community that refuses to stand still. We are a national leader in economic development, and this new terminal will only build that momentum. For many, an airport terminal is the first impression. As the governor said, it sets the tone and begins to tell the unique story of the communities they are about to visit. With this project, we have extraordinary opportunity to showcase the promise of Central Ohio. But this terminal is more than just a getaway for travelers. For those who call Ohio home, it's a springboard to explore, connect, and grow. It's a place where business journeys begin, where families start their vacations, and where loved ones reunite. It's a hub of activity that touches lives in both big and small. This project reflects the increasing demand for connections to Central Ohio, a testament to our region's success. At the same time, it will spur even more economic growth, attract new businesses, and solidify our standing on the national and global stage. Please, everyone, keep coming east. We love you. As we break ground today, we are building more than just a terminal. We're building on the strength of Central Ohio and this great community. Thank you to everyone who made this day possible. A special thanks to the dedicated workers who will bring this vision to life. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Congressman Balderson. Congressman Mike Carey was first elected to the U.S. House in 2021. He represents half of Franklin County in a district that stretches west to Miami County and includes Rickenbacker International Airport. We are grateful for him jumping in his engagement since day one in Congress and for his leadership in supporting this project, our airport team, and expanding our airport connectivity to the rest of the country. Congressman Carey?
Well, good morning, everybody. Joe, thanks for the great introduction. I think my mother wrote it. Listen, I'm looking at this picture behind me, and I think what the governor said, and I think what Troy said today, and obviously having Amelia here and Kevin's up here with me, who would have thought all those years ago, and Michelle's here, I see Michelle, who would have thought all those years ago when a bunch of frontiersmen that were sitting right on the banks of the Scioto in Franklinton and looked up and thought, you know what, we need to move the capital city to this area. And they built that city. The people of Franklinton built that city. And then along the way, in the 1920s, all of a sudden we built an airport. Because we knew, one historian always used to say that Columbus was always a city that was looking behind its shoulder to see who was catching up with it. But what we're seeing today is the future. And what the governor said about this being the front porch to a city, a community, you know what I think it is? It is the front porch, but it's also a sign that says, welcome home. And as we bring these businesses from across the world into Central Ohio, nothing will be more important than that front porch and that welcome home sign. So, Joe, thank you for having me. And for all of you, thank you for being here. God bless.
Next, it is my pleasure to introduce our president of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, Kevin L. Boyce. Kevin is... Thank you, Congresswoman. Kevin is not only a dedicated public servant with a remarkable career, but he has been unapologetic in supporting the Airport Authority's business diversity efforts. Please join me in welcoming Commission President Kevin Boyce.
It is a celebration in Central Ohio today for sure. I'm so excited. Joe, I want to thank you. We're celebrating the closest parking spot that I've gotten to the terminal. And I don't know if we can do anything about keeping it there, but I like that spot. My name is Kevin Boyce, and I'm the president of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, and it's my honor and pleasure to represent both John O'Grady and Erica Crawley when we say thank you, but more importantly, congratulations. Congratulations to all of you for being a part of a community that is projecting hope, projecting possibilities, and most importantly, projecting our future. To our congressional delegation, to the governor, and so many others that have gathered here today, this gathering is a semblance of what we can be in our future, but more importantly, what we are today. In 1929, CMH, also known as the Columbus Municipal Hangar, took its first flight. Amelia Earhart and the Wright brothers were in attendance, and organizations and people gathered around to celebrate what would be what we know today as Glenn International Airport. But now we're turning the page and beginning a new chapter, a chapter that opens up the doors to possibilities and futures and hopes, a possibility that, quite frankly, I remember as a young person growing up here, not too far from here, watching the airplanes come and go as they landed and took off. And I'm reminded of what I thought of as a child, and I would think, where are they going? Where are they coming from? But I'm reminded today that that really represents hope, possibilities, the future. And that's simply what an airport is. It's a gateway to our dreams, to good employment, economic development, and certainly transit and transportation. You know, there are many things that are being said about the airport today. Who's going to build it, how long it's going to take, how much it's going to cost. You know, you can't go anywhere in Central Ohio and not see orange barrels on the street or cranes in the sky. But it's indicative of our collective direction and our collective trajectory for a better and great Central Ohio. I'm absolutely certain and confident that this is an airport for everyone, but most importantly, built by everyone. It's at the heart of what defines the Columbus Way, that we're all in this together. Whether you represent the corporate institutions that undergird our economic foundation, or the public institutions like I represent, or Governor DeWine, or the Congress delegation represent. You know that you have a role to play in ensuring that Central Ohio is better tomorrow than it is today. And that's simply what this institution represents. That's what this airport is, a gateway to those dreams and possibilities. So to Joe and to the leadership team, thank you. While the journey is just beginning, I'm absolutely certain and confident that you will lead us and guide us in a way that when it's all said and done, we'll stand with you proudly as we cut the ribbon to a new gateway to and from Central Ohio. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Commission President Boyce. In the spirit of this occasion, Mayor Andrew Ginther, who is traveling today, he's unable to join us, but we have a short video for him, but as the leader of America's Opportunity City, he shares his message. Technology.
Hi neighbors, I'm Mayor Andy Ginther. Thank you for letting me be a part of this significant moment. This new terminal at John Glenn Columbus International Airport is where a brighter future will take flight. The project represents a new era in transportation, symbolizing growth, innovation, progress, and lasting change. Our airport is a bridge to America's Opportunity City. It gives people access to other parts of the country and the world. This terminal will enhance the traveler's experience, making flights seamless, efficient, and enjoyable, while showcasing the vibrant spirit of our city. From easier parking and fluid travel to a great atmosphere and top-notch dining choices, this space is sure to satisfy everyone coming to Central Ohio to do business or taking in all the leisure activities our city has to offer. I'm grateful for the partnership I've built with John Glenn Columbus International over the years. The airport has played an important role in supporting our region's growth, development, and success. The future of travel in Columbus is bright, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Hi,
Thank you,
neighbors.
Mayor.
I'm Mayor Andy Ginther. Thank you.
And thank you for whoever is controlling that technology. That worked perfectly. So we're on to our last speaker. As I mentioned earlier, airlines are the heartbeat of our operations here at CMH. We have worked diligently to build strong, collaborative relationships with all of our carriers at John Glenn International. Our community benefits from competitive pricing and, right now, the most nonstop options in our airport's history, a milestone we are incredibly proud of. So it is my privilege to introduce our final speaker, Adam DeCare. Adam came straight from Dallas, Senior Vice President of Network Planning and Network Operations Control at Southwest Airlines, our largest carrier. As a proud graduate, I'm going to say this slow, a proud graduate of the Ohio State University. Adam knows, as a proud graduate of Ohio State, I've lost my place, sorry. Adam knows firsthand the value of strong partnerships between airports and airlines. We are grateful to have Southwest as a key partner in serving our region and continuing to add flights. Please join me in welcoming Adam DeCare.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy to be here. As he mentioned, my name is Adam DeCare. I am the Senior Vice President of Network Planning and Network Operations Control for Southwest Airlines. That's just a fancy term of saying I'm responsible for that airplane, deciding where it goes, and deciding what it does today. So it's a big responsibility. I'm glad to be part of this celebration today. At Southwest Airlines, we operate over 117 airports across 11 countries, partnering with airports and authorities and transportation officials at every major metropolitan area. Today, we are proud to stand with our partners here on stage and many partners here in the crowd to welcome this opportunity from our Columbus Regional Airport Authority that has brought to this transformational project. As the largest carrier serving Columbus, we see it's our responsibility to help be partnered and shape the future of this airport, while eager to deliver an unparalleled flying experience that stands the moment that passengers arrive here to the state-of-the-art terminal. This new terminal will serve as a stunning gateway to this community in the broader region. It will allow Southwest Airlines and a few of the other airlines, I guess, to connect passengers. I know they're there. I don't know why you fly. No, I'm kidding. All right, to more destinations. Columbus is known for its welcoming spirit and forward thinking. This terminal will offer that world-class first impression the moment that customers get off the airplane. As personal, I was just listening to Kevin speak and talking about the gateway to the future. I am born and raised here in Ohio. I did graduate from the Ohio State University, where where I learned a lot about Columbus and its role and its place in the history of aviation since 1929. I've got my first aviation job here at Lane Aviation, where I worked through college, and it was part of my experience. This airport represents a gateway to what my future was, as an example, and I'm proud and humbled to be here to watch it into the next generation with these fine groups of people. Thank you very much for everything that this community has done for me. Thank you for letting me be part of here. It is a humbling experience, and go Bucks.
Wow, I am blown away by this event. I will never forget it. Thank you all for being here. But in closing, I want to thank Kristen Easterday and the Communications and Public Affairs team. Can you all... Can you stand and be recognized? You were recognized, but this event has been flawless. This is a spectacular setting, and we are so grateful to all your work. I know you've been working all weekend and last week, and it means a lot. Now, thank you. Now we get to move to the dirt pile. So those of you who are joining us, we're moving to the actual groundbreaking. And again, thank you all for being here. This is a historic day, and you are all a part of it, and you have made it historic for us. Thank you.